Matchup here at the 2025 FIBA AfroBasket. We're live in the capital city, Luanda of Angola. Well, these two teams battled intensely in a semifinals. Well, semifinal games against both the likes of Mali and our host Angola. But unfortunately for both Cameroon and Senegal, they were unable to make the final. But one final matchup, and they'll battle for the bronze. Well, the final of the 2025 FIBA AfroBasket will take place 7 p.m. local time. Angola looking to win their 12th championship, while Mali will be looking to make history, as it is indeed their first ever final here at the AfroBasket. Well, it's been an unbelievable ride since the quarterfinals. Myself, Josh Bett, alongside former head coach of both Angola and Nigeria, where he was the 2015 FIBA AfroBasket champion, head coach Will Voigt. Coach, it's been a great journey, and all roads end today.
Well, it really has. You know, we knew coming into this tournament there were a lot of balanced teams, and we saw that play out, especially in those semifinal games. Cameroon going right down to the final possession against Angola. And you got to see if they'll be able to regroup. Tough to turn around. They were the late game, now having to play in this earlier time slot. And I think for both teams it's really about finding the energy and the fight again after having a disappointing loss there.
Well, Senegal's been outstanding here in the AfroBasket. Of course, unfortunately, losing to Egypt in the group stage, and then, a very tough game against an inspiring and hungry Malian national team. But interestingly, Senegal, well, they have the most experience here in the bronze medal game. Since 2013, Coach, this indeed will be the 5th time that they've competed for the bronze medal. They've already won 3 out of 4, and the only time they came 4th place is when you led Nigeria to the AfroBasket Championship in Tunisia back in 2015.
Well, in that tournament, we had a game of the ages in the semifinals, so we were fortunate enough to beat Senegal in overtime. And you just have to wonder with Cameroon if it might be a similar experience where they had such a hard-fought game against Angola, really disappointing finish there at the very end, controversial call from the official. Are they going to be able to regroup this quickly and come out and fight against a very good Senegalese team?
Well, the problem for Senegal, the three-pointers weren't clicking from downtown. And they went up against a team that just caught fire in the second half in Mali, but Desagana Diop, no doubt he'll want to finish on a high note and finish yet again with the bronze medal. As mentioned, they won the last bronze medal against Cabo Verde in 2021 in Rwanda. But Cameroon, as you said it, Coach, that was a hell of a game, right down to the wire. And, of course, finishing with those 3 free throws. And, well, you got to respect them for coming out here, because that's obviously very hard for them to lose on free throws. But no doubt, the only time they've ever made the podium was back in 2007 when they lost in the final against Angola. So it'll be a very interesting matchup.
Well, this is definitely a great matchup on paper. You thought potentially both these teams could be facing each other in the final, so should be a good one here today.
Well, we're going to stand for the national anthems of these two beautiful countries of both Senegal and Cameroon. National anthems of two very beautiful countries have been sung, and now players and coaches will shake hands with each other and pay homage to each other. But now, fans, it's time for us to introduce four very important people for tonight's game. And those are our three referees, along with the commissioner and technical delegate for tonight's game. Well, this is the bronze medal matchup, and there you can see the three gentlemen. We have Jan Vezo Davidson coming from Madagascar, Arnold Mosea from South Africa, and Grant Alexander Todi coming from the United States of America. Well, we're going to take a look at the starting lineups very soon, and one thing we can be counting on is that while these two teams will be dejected after the defeats in the semis that would have seen them go to the finals of the FIBA AfroBasket, at least there's a chance to bring some silverware back to their federations.
Well, again, it's about regrouping. Obviously, both these teams, I think, had eyes on coming away with the championship, but here today, a chance still to be on the podium. You're gonna have to come out with energy to start this game.
Branco Badio and Jean-Jacques Boissy will start together. That is the first time, Coach, I believe, along with Ibrahim Afei, Ibu Baji, the big man, and Mustafa Diop.
Well, I've been wondering why they haven't gone with that lineup earlier. The two dynamic guards together, we've seen it at times during the course of the game, but I think it's the right move here from Coach Diop. Try to put your two best playmakers out on the floor to start this game out, set the tone for your entire team.
Well, now we'll take a look at Cameroon's starting lineup, and I think the key thing for them is how long Jeremiah Hill's going to play, because as we saw in the semifinals last night against Angola, Coach, the one area they have that's a huge Achilles, they don't have enough depth at the backcourt. Not enough players that can really handle the pressure. And one thing about Senegal, they're going to be right up in Cameroon's faces. So Hill will start. He'll be alongside the likes of Williams Naras, who I imagine will play three, along with Fabien Ateba, on Jordan Baye and Yves Missy, the man who plays for the New Orleans Pelicans.
We see Naras has returned to the lineup. He went a game and a half there without playing. Tough moment there at the end of their semifinal game with a big turnover. But I'm sure he's trying to regroup here and finish this tournament out on a good note.
Well, there is head coach Alfred Aboya. Oh, excuse me, no, that's his assistant coach. Alongo is just to the right, and there is Aboya to the left. So they're going to listen now to hear what he has to say.
Guys, listen up from the get-go. We say we do one thing on defense, we fight. One thing on offense, we all together. We do those two things, we'll see what the result for. Hey, Naras, you'll be right here. Here's the play. Fabien, you have the ball. You hit Jordan B. Boom. Hit, go. Don't give him the ball. Boom. Eve, take. You start at the point guard.
Hey, let's go special first. How you bring it? Everybody go sell it, right? Come off, throw it to Pablo Sofa, right? Everybody, you get out, right? You get open, throw it, and goes, right? You come off, Branco, you're going to have the ball here. You're going to throw to Jean-Jacques. Come off, goes. Try to go. If you don't have it, throw to him. Everybody get a step up, right? Special, let's get it.
Let's get
run
it.
Them,
Hey,
let's run them. They can run with us. Run them.
Well, our official sponsor, the Tissot Countdown to Tip-Off, is now underway. And again, to welcome everybody, this is the bronze medal game of the 2025 FIBA AfroBasket. It will be Cameroon going up against Senegal. Well, Cameroon just looking to add more trophies to their cabinet. Well, Senegal, I should say. Cameroon's only ever won the silver medal. They played the bronze medal game in the 2009 FIBA AfroBasket, coming up short and finishing fourth place, but that is the very last time they have competed in the medal round. They've only hit the podium once, and that was the previous AfroBasket, so the one they finished in fourth. While Senegal, this is a team that's regarded as one of the greatest teams in the history of the AfroBasket. Indeed, they've won the bronze medal 6 times. 3 of those have indeed been won at the last 4 AfroBaskets. And no doubt, Alfred Aboya, their head coach, will want to put an end to that, Coach.
Well, still lots to play for. A chance at the podium here, and these two teams really evenly matched up. Really looking forward to the matchup of Jeremiah Hill versus Branco Badio, 2 of the most electric guards here in this tournament.
Well, it's going to be Yves Missy up against Ibu Baji, and That's going to be a very fun matchup because, as we've already seen, Ibaji, probably the best paint protector here at the AfroBasket. He did foul out in the semifinals. Welcome, bronze medal 2025 FIBA AfroBasket. It's Senegal against Cameroon. Wasi working here in the backcourt. Just a combo that we haven't seen usually start here for Cameroon. Wasi's got to kick out. Not a lot of movement there on the perimeter for Senegal.
You just got to see these games so tough to get to a good start. You're understandably flat. You gave it your all last night in those important semifinal games. So I think for both of these groups, kind of finding their energy at the early part of this game is going to be important.
Wasi now gets a screen from Baji. There's the alley-oop. Again, almost connected, but unable to finish. Well, now they go to Baye. Baye trying to ISO in the post. Oh, trying to avoid the block, but comes up with his own rebound, but he, in the end, steps out of bounds.
Nice deep post position, but just unable to really find anything there on the finish.
Gotta feel it's gonna maybe take a little bit of time here for both teams to settle into this game. Just one big play could change that, but just how easy was it for Branco Badio to get to the rim, Coach?
Well, definitely easy path there, and you can kind of see from both teams a little flat here to start out. It's understandable, but there's a chance at the podium here. You gotta find some energy if you're Cameroon.
A nice look for Missy. This is going to be a new matchup for him now, defended by by Ibou Badji. Well, Senegal will go for a three-pointer. That is where they struggled yesterday against Mali. As now Cameroon chance to break. Not going to allow a Taba time and space from the perimeter. Hill finds Missy. One more pass. Baye goes in, throws it down with two hands.
Well, beautiful basketball there. Hill finding Missy on the short roll, and nice cut from the corner from Baye.
A bit of an unforced turnover. Cameroon now looking to take the lead. Missy draws the foul against Branco Badio, so he'll go to the free throw line.
Great job of Missy running the floor. He's been so good in this tournament. You see him right there, able to catch. That's not easy for a man that size. You're coming downhill. There's bodies in the paint. You see here, he's really shown his skills as a short roll big. We've seen him with some poster dunks as well.
Well, Missy just coming up short with the first free throw. Didn't really have a lot of points in that game against Angola, but Coach, where he was just formidable was just the block shots. The protection in the paint for Missy last night. It's got to be some of the best I've ever seen here in international play.
7 block shots in that game and 2 crucial free throws there right at the end of the game. So still some positive moments for the young player.
Oh, we got an ankle breakup. Branco Badio. Maybe that's the play that gets him into this.
Those 2 guards, maybe that'll get Jeremiah Hill going as well. So you see a little more pep in his step.
Well, I think he may have taken that personally.
I think he might have, and that's great for all of us fans. You can see already a little bit more intensity from both groups here, so.
Well, Baji struggling against Yves Missy. Badio, time winding down. Nice to pull up for another one. Missy's able to grab the rebound. So here's what you want to see. You want to see things running here with Jeremiah Hill as he finds Nadas, but Nadas missing. And unable to collect his rebound.
It was a really beautiful move and pass. Jeremiah Hill so smooth with how he operates. Found Naras there on the open cut and someone able to finish. But you see there the nice drop off from Missy in that short roll.
Badio denies the screen. Finds Baji. Bit of an acrobatic kick out. Boissy double crossover. Baji again goes in with a monster dunk. Gotta like that from Ibou Badji, but the dime was primed from Jean-Jacques Boissy.
No, absolutely. Boissy Really creating all of that on his own. That's what that dynamic backcourt can do for you if you're Senegal.
Missy trying to ISO. Mateba goes for a contested three, and that's what he does best. He's been doing that for the entire of the AfroBasket.
And that is what he does. Bit of a struggle against Angola and their pressure. And a big three there.
That should be a 2. Yeah, I think one ref called 3, the other one's corrected. That's a 2. Clearly had his foot in the line. Hill now goes himself. Missy unable to get the tip back. Senegal right now just surviving here, but credit to Cameroon coach. They are finding ways to get inside the paints.
Oh, Hill's so smooth with it. And you see Bossy here with the razzle dazzle and beautiful drop off.
Well, it's almost like he fumbles it, but there's a double crossover. Missy's got to help, and Baji was inevitable. Well, they're going to go to review this, but quite clearly that was in front of us. You could see that Badio's foot was on the line, but oh, maybe not. No, coach, maybe I'm wrong. Sorry.
We are going to review if the shot made by Senegal was 2 or 3 points. Okay, we can see the foot. Okay. It's not touching the line. You confirm?
Yeah, not touching the line.
Okay.
Foot is behind.
So initial decision was 2 points. After the review, the shot made is 3 points. After the review, 3 points.
Well, my deep apologies to the referee. They had it right. It was actually the referee closest to us that signaled 3, so.
Yeah, clearly foot behind the line, and there's so many rules to FIBA basketball that I love. I'd love to see the NBA adopt, but one I think that FIBA could adopt, having these reviews happen during timeouts.
Well, that's now you play finding Baji one more time.
Bossy getting downhill, and you can see what a dynamic playmaker he is.
Missy, that's gonna be another turnover. Job comes up with it, goes in. Bit of showtime coming from the Lions. And a timeout is going to be called by Alfred Aboya. The lead has extended to 7 points for Senegal. Well, here was the turnover, coach. But in the end, Job just went in and converted that into fast break dunks.
Well, Job's been tremendous with his defense, once again forcing the turnover and getting out and finishing there.
Well, there's another look at the alley-oop play. You know, when he goes up to Baji, if he gets 2 hands on it, more than likely he's going to wreak havoc. Well, we're going to go down to Cameroon's bench to hear what Alfred Aboya's got to say.
All right, so he's coming to get a handoff. You don't have to skip it. All right, keep the handoff so we can go. Everybody go flat. Hand off the ball in the middle. We go middle pick and roll. All right. So next offensive play, we're going away. All right, like you said. All right. We go to get him. Use the screen. All right, so he can come. I should know what. Let's curl. Let's do the curl one. All right, he's coming. He's go here. Boom. Let's set the back pick for Eve. We look for Eve inside. All right.
Well, Baji off to a better start than he did yesterday, because it was devastating for Senegal when he did foul out, because it was that one offensive rebound when Mali through Alou Diarra got an and one. He wasn't able to convert that and one, but that was the play that more or less sealed the deal for Mali to get to the finals. A little bit of full court pressure coming from Senegal. Well, that's going to be another turnover. Wassi's going to slow this one down. Now he'll fire a 3. Now finding that rhythm early. That's going to be key for Senegal. 2 threes already for Boissy.
Boissy feeling good at the start of this game. We've seen him get downhill, create for his teammates. That time knocking down the 3.
Well, you can just see Senegal very aggressive on defense. Yet again, forcing another turnover. Cameroon's got to get into sync. Chop in the paint. Trying to back down. Good hands by Jeremiah Hill. Another kick out as Faye will fire a 3. But you kind of feel, we did allude to this yesterday, that Cameroon maybe a little bit more comfortable if they just try to push the tempo quickly when they get an outlet.
Well, it's just, I think, been hard for them. Still the disappointment of last night's game and such a hard-fought battle, quick turnaround for them, and they just right now don't have the fight they're going to need to beat this Senegalese team.
That's probably one of the best post moves we've seen from Ibou Badji, just the twist and turn, because usually he's very much a power post player. Point lead. Missy trying to bump with Badji. Too strong, but Show goes in with a follow-up.
Nice follow there from Show. Boissy kind of caught napping there on the weak side. Didn't get a body on him.
Badio kicks out the job. Job now twisted. Good hands by Tabo. Gets his own rebound. At the moment, Senegal just slightly more aggressive than Cameroon.
They're just playing with a lot more energy so far in this game. If you're Cameroon, you just got to decide how important is this game to you.
Hill. Senegal don't want to give him the room to get a three off. Well, double change will be coming in for Senegal as both Luis Ayega and Beckham will come in, and a foul has been committed. I don't think that's on the is it on the shooter or no? It's an offensive foul.
Yeah, I think Ateba had established position there. Faye just kind of running him over in transition, and if you're Coach Aboya, you gotta think about coming with a lot of different bodies. Just find players who have a little bit more energy in the tank, ready to compete here early in this game.
I like that post move. Kind of gives you those dream vibes.
Well, we've seen the defensive side of Badji's game. That time a little bit of the offense as well.
Ayega being heavily defended. Now finds an opening. Again, they're getting to the bucket. Just lacking the composure to finish. No foul given. Beckham comes up with it. That's what Cameroon's got. I think a technical foul is going to be called against. Well, it's either on the bench or it's on Coach Diop.
Well, it's actually not a terrible technical. Mustafa Diop slow to get back after that. Cameroon had numbers in transition, and I have to see the replay, but certainly everyone from Senegal felt that there was a foul on that play.
Well, there will be a free throw coming up for Jeremiah Hill. Because Cameroon had possession, they will retain. .236 to go here in the first quarter. Bronze medal game in the 2025 FIBA AfroBasket. And as we already said, this indeed is the 5th consecutive bronze medal game for Senegal, having won 3 out of the last 4. Ayega trying to run things through Beckham. Beckham finds an opening. Tough finish.
Well, that's a great finish right into the body of Badji. He knew he was lurking there looking for a block. Nice job by Beckham.
Well, you want to see Ibou Badji be a little bit more of an offensive threat. Badio, another 3. And coach, had they started like this against Mali, it could have been a different game for Senegal.
Well, we know what those guards are capable of. A simple handoff there. Badio raising up with confidence. And saw Boissy earlier. Now it's Badio's turn.
Beckham's got to find himself free. Now down the middle. Bumps again, but he gets rejected. Good defense by Badji. Oh, good hands again. And now Cameroon can run. Beckham had the 3. Decided to take it in against Badji. Now. Show just faking the handoff. Getting to under 10 here on the shot clock. Now we're at 5. Beckham's got to go quick. That's another Cameroon turnover. Well, look out below. Bay throws it down. I think he may have just kicked the ball after the ball went through the bucket after the dunk.
Well, everything is going Senegal's way right now. He's playing with a lot more energy, and you hate to see this. Beckham holding his ankle there. Couldn't see if he stepped on somebody's foot, but you see a replay on this one, but hate to see anybody get hurt here in the final day.
Maybe it's the shin bone.
Yeah, I think you're right. It looked like they hit shins.
I mean, it looks painful. Well, there's a block by Baji. And here was the three-pointer, just getting his feet set, and I think that's a little bit too much time and space given by Show.
It really is. You know, so far in this game, not a lot of effort being shown from Cameroon, and you got to understand, still a lot to play for here. I mean, certainly disappointed by the way that their semifinal game ended, but you got to regroup, come out here and compete.
That doesn't look good for Samuel Beckham because he's unable to put any pressure on that left leg. It was a shin-to-shin contact. So it does mean that Lele is going to have to sub into the game. Because now we're under a minute to go here in the first quarter of the bronze medal matchup of the 2025 FIBA AfroBasket. Well, Jaeger tries the three. Maybe that will kickstart their offense. They're both volume three-point shooting teams.
Aiega just sizing his defender up, knocking it down, and you see Cameroon going to this zone now. We saw this a little bit earlier in the tournament, that 1-3-1.
Well, there's a contested three from perimeter. But again, Senegal grabbing the rebound. Badio. Badio finds another kick out. This is good bowling from Senegal, but they've got to get something going. Badio's got to force up a tough one. And it's a very poor foul to give away because he'll go to the free throw line for 3 shots.
You're absolutely right. Got to be more disciplined. I like the change there from Coach Aboya going to that 1-3-1. Forced them into a late clock situation. Just gotta be better with your contest there.
Soft foul to give away because I don't even know if he contests him, Coach. He kind of just touches him on the hip. It's like, why? Why do it? Because had they got the stop there, came up with a defensive rebound. That's the 2-for-1 for Cameroon, the kind of confidence you want to end the first quarter on to get back in this.
Well, it's been a struggle for them so far. They're just kind of lacking the fight and energy right now. Often that's what these games come down to. Both teams, quick turnaround. A lot of disappointment from their semifinal losses. And you just have to forget about what's happened. Come out here, give it your best effort.
Well, Badio makes all 3 free throws, extending it back to a 14-point lead. 1.7 difference. Oh no, difference on the screen, of course. Final shot here of the first quarter here at the bronze medal matchup. Hill waiting for that screen from Missy. Well, he's got to get something going quick. Didn't get it off in time, but he's unable to make it. And that is the end of the first quarter. 14-point lead to Senegal in quest to win their 4th bronze medal here at the AfroBasket. You just saw Samuel Beckham, who looks like he's in a world of pain at the moment, but you said it, Coach. Slow start here for Cameroon, maybe down to the fact that tough, grueling game against Angola.
Well, you would understand why. It really was a hard-fought game. Went down to the final possession, unable to close it out, but you got to leave that in the past. Turn around here quickly, and you can see for Senegal, you know, shooting well from 3, but I think a lot has just had to do with how passive Cameroon's been with their defense so far.
Well, we'll take a look at the highlights here from the first quarter, but Senegal right now cruising and controlling the tempo on both ends of the floor. There was a nice penetration by Branco Badio, that time just getting in the lane. And there was the first field goal coming from Jordan Bae. Now, these two teams were locked in at 7 apiece. But, Coach, the turnovers, they've been an area of major concern so far for Cameroon.
Well, Cameroon has just been flat on both ends of the ball. So Jeremiah Hill 1 for 5 to start that game, and played the entire quarter, as did Yves Missy. One of the things we didn't see in the past, they've liked to go into that mid-range post ISO for Missy. Maybe that's something they could revisit in the second quarter, see if he can spark them a little bit.
Well, that was the alley-oop finding Ibu Baji. Big man showing more offensive versatility, as you mentioned, Coach. He's been a great defensive player, but, well, there was the injury to Samuel Beckham, and even seeing him on the ground, I can't imagine he's going to come back because he wasn't able to put any pressure on that leg. And, Coach, that's a huge loss for Cameroon.
No, it definitely is. Did not look good the way he left the court. And hopefully he comes back healthy.
Fans, scan that QR code and download Courtside 1891, where you can get all the very best live streams and extended highlights of FIBA competitions. Well, we've also begun the 2025 FIBA America Cup, and in a few days' time, it will be the beginning of the 2025 FIBA EuroBasket. Courtside 1891. Download it today. Moutet subbing into the game for the first time here for Cameroon, as is Dubois. So no Jeremiah Hill or Missy on the floor. Show hangs. Well, again, strong finish.
That's a great finish from Show. We've seen his athleticism this entire tournament. It's going right into the chest of Diallo.
Babacar Diallo goes for a step back. Everything flying in for the Lions.
Well, it really is. Tough step back there off the dribble, and Senegal pushing this lead out further.
Dubois coming up for the screen with Lele. Now he'll try a three. That's a third attempt from downtown. Still yet to convert. 15-point lead currently to Senegal. Moutet, good anticipation, but can they convert? Well, that's going to be a foul on Jean-Jacques Boissy. Did the officials say out of bounds?
Well, I think he feels like he touched the ball while standing out of bounds. I'm not sure if there was actually contact there or not.
You might be right, because no foul was given. Lele finding a Bois. Cameroon don't want to let this lead extend too high. Moutet, better ball movement. Show kicks out. Lele had the three. One more pass and Show goes in and dunks it.
Well, that's a good possession there from Cameroon. You see the ball movement, a little bit more life, and sometimes that's what you have to do. It's such a hard-fought game last night. Go to your bench early. See if some of these players haven't logged big minutes can provide a spark.
Senegal went with another three-point attempt. Silla makes a pass. Diallo made his last three. And a big rebound by Show. Can Cameroon get an extension here? No foul given, but they'll get this back underneath the bucket.
And again, a little bit more life here from Cameroon. You see Lele pushing tempo. One of the first transition opportunities we've seen for them. Really nice drop off there.
Now Moutet, he'll fire a three. It's just a little too inconsistent from the three-point line. Because the defense now just a little bit more aggressive from Cameroon, but they are down by 15. Wassi's made a few threes. As Ibrahim Diallo tipping that one out of bounds.
Well, you're absolutely right. You can see a lot more energy from this second unit, extending their pickup points, pressuring the ball. I think this is how they're going to have to play here. Maybe ride this bench for a little bit longer than normal. The starters really looking flat at the beginning of this game.
Well, Show throwing a tough pass. That's going to be another Cameroonian turnover. Senegal just patiently trying to build something, trying to wear the defense down. There's another little pick and pop action. Boissy diving on the floor, but unfortunately stepping out of bounds. And Coach, he's got a big heart. He always plays with that heart strapped around his shoulder.
You can see the effort there. He wants to win this game. Great job of getting down on the floor, just barely getting out of bounds. But we've seen his effort in this tournament. He's extending full court, able to force turnovers. Hasn't just been an offensive performance for him here.
Time winding down. Ebois thinking about going for something. As Ibrahim Diallo's had his face. And Yega unable to go for the put-in. Cameroon resiliently staying in this man-to-man defense. Boissy loses balance, finds a way to still get up, and again, that is trademark Jean-Jacques Boissy.
Well, ball staying in his hands the entire possession. You thought maybe not the right decision, but knocks down the Duck mid-range.
Well, nice aggressive take by Tamanang Show, so he'll go to the free throw line.
You see Show, beautiful double crossover there, and again going right into the body of these shot blockers. Boissy here somehow regaining his balance, hitting the tough mid-range. Senegalese fans still excited for their team here at this tournament.
Well, historically, they've always been one of the better teams here at the AfroBasket. There's no question whatsoever. I think, as you said before, we both kind of said it, you know, it's just frustrating for them. They just can't seem to get to the finals, Coach.
Well, it's been a tough run for them. So close and so many times. And you thought maybe this could be the year that they finally would break through, but they're going to have to wait another 4 years.
Tamanang Show just able to make the second free throw convert. Cutting it down to a 13-point deficit. Well, Diallo had an open look. Now takes it in, can't finish. Big offensive rebound by Diallo. Finds Silla. Boissy just goes in the lane, and nobody was able to pick him up, Coach.
He's so quick with the ball in his hands, just getting to the rim before Cameroon can regroup there. And so tough to match up after an offensive rebound.
Oh, Bailly's got to make something happen. Ebois, he'll fire a three. Again, still three-pointless for the Cameroonians. Boissy playing a bit of bully basketball, Coach. He goes wherever, whenever he wants on the floor.
Oh, bully basketball indeed. You see him just push the defender off. Another great start for Boissy here.
This time the foul's going to be called again, Jean-Jacques Boissy. Yves Missy getting ready to sub back into action for Cameroon. Look at this. Bully basketball. Somebody call the principal, because that man is just having his way today.
Well, he's come out here with great energy. You see him doing it on both ends of the floor. Been really impressed with this young player at this tournament.
Well, Show has been their spark plug so far here in the second. But unfortunately, commits another turnover. That time Boissy just trying to find Njai, but the pass was a little too strong. Maybe Njai could have got it, but well, they're up by 17.
That's a tough catch. Anytime you're a big man trying to catch a straight line pass, that one definitely a little bit of pace on it.
Bailly go for a post up, and it's another Cameroon turnover. Well, Boissy bumped, or did he push off?
You see him slowing down, trying to draw some contact, but Boissy with such a huge impact on this game, doing it on both ends of the floor.
Well, Balo blocking the lob. And again, here comes Senegal. Wow, elevating high in the sky as he throws it down. And now, indeed, the lead for Senegal has extended to 21. And a timeout is going to be called by Alfred Aboya. Well, it's Ibrahima Diallo on both ends. That time, see the transition dunk. Just being thrown down, indeed, by Njai. I want to see this. Push-off or bump?
No, I think there's nothing there. You know, he's slowing down, trying to draw a little bit of contact, but if you're Cameroon, you just got to find some life. The starters have really struggled.
Fuck. We're fixed defense right now. We're fighting everything. They're getting layup, dunks. We fix our defense, all right? We go by with this group. We go. You two, stamina is middle, and we have this, we go this, wide, so we know we're matching up zone, nothing inside.
Fellas, come on, man.
That's one thing.
Man.
Oh,
We make only one foul.
Oh, excellent start for this man. 14 points already, 3 assists, but I think you saw from the play when he was diving on the floor, contesting everything. You know, he just wants to be here. He wants to win. Take something home, even if it is a bronze medal for the Lions.
Well, no question about it. And you know, Boissy, one of the really shining points of this tournament, young player making his AfroBasket debut. And I think the success he had in the BAL this year, winning the championship with Ahali Tripoli, has really carried over here. You've seen him playing with a ton of confidence.
Alfred Aboya's message to the players. Giving away too many easy layups in the paint. Missy, again, just nothing falling offensively.
Well, that's the first time we've seen them go to that post isolation they like so much for Missy.
Wassi's been on fire. Bain's on fire, but a goaltending violation is going to be given. And just imagine, coach, they had some good looks in the first half against Mali yesterday. It just wasn't going for them. Had it been this start, we could have seen Senegal in the final. Missy twisting. Another turnover. Here we go. Silla. Bobs goes in, avoids the block. A nice move by the FIBA Europe Cup champion.
Well, again, Senegal just playing with more energy and fight here at the start of this game. See the turnover. Looked like Missy maybe got a finger in the eye, but if you're Cameroon, you just gotta hang around, see if you can find some life at halftime, but you can't allow this lead to balloon to a number you just can't possibly come back from.
Well, he's actually also trying to put in his contact lens. That's what came falling out. Jeremiah Hill having to come back in for Cameroon. Both teams are actually nicknamed the Lions. It's currently a 25-point lead to the Senegalese Lions. Well, Hill just lost control by 8. Finds the 3, but again, it won't go in tonight here for the Cameroonian Lions. Silla. They have just got away with an extra step. Time expiring here on the shot clock. Well, now Cameroon comes up with it. Got to try to chip the deficit down going into the halftime break. That's going to remain Cameroon ball on the baseline.
I think that was definitely off of Cameroon. You see the other official coming in there, overturning the call, and just nothing going Cameroon's way right now. You just got to dig in here, see if you can get it under 20, find some positive momentum, try to regroup at halftime.
A little bit of a ghost action. Babacar Diallo's made 1 3. I think that's going to be a push in the back, maybe, or I think Yves Missy will be relieved because I think he may have inadvertently tipped that one in.
Looks like the official does have the push in the back. Not sure if he's aware the ball went in.
Well, if they do count it, it will become a 27-point cushion for the Senegalese Lions with 2:27 to go here in the second quarter. Yeah, it counts.
I don't understand that. Clearly the push happens before the tip there. We've got on the big scoreboard here, they did in fact count it.
Well, we have on our scoreboard now 22-47. So now they've added the points here for the viewers at home. So Jeremiah Hill just scoring the last 2 points.
You see them back in this zone. A 1-3-1 look here.
Bossy keeps in his right hand, trying to find Ibrahima Diallo. Now it's a 2-on-1 for Cameroon. Again, that kind of, I'm not sure, did that take a deflection or?
I think it definitely was deflected, but still just not great execution there. 2-on-1 fast break, and that's been this game in a nutshell.
Well, Tabor flashed to the corner. He wanted to go for a three-pointer. But I think you're right. I mean, my mind, Cho probably should, with his ability, he should have probably tried to take that himself because he has the elevation. And if anything, you draw a foul, you go to the free throw line.
This is for Cameroon. Really disjointed half for them. Unable to find really any kind of positive rhythm here in this game.
Bit of contact, but he's unable to get the ad one, so Baye will go to the free throw line.
If I'm Coach Aboya, you saw the 1-3-1 half-court zone. I would be picking up full court here. Sometimes when your players are flat, if you put them in a coverage that forces them to work, it can wake them up. So, asking them to trap, whether that's ball screens, maybe a full court trap, see if you can wake them up a little bit and try to chip away here at this lead.
Triple change coming in for the Senegalese Lions. Bronco Badio, along with Jop and Faye, they've all come back in. We see Zamasila, Babacar Diallo going to the bench, along with Ibrahima Diallo as well. Well, we're just starting to see the Angolan fans coming very early. It was 10 years, Coach, since they played in that final. And although you coached them for 2 years, it was actually you and the Tigers, who actually beat them in that final.
Well, that's correct, and long history of winning here at AfroBasket for Angola. So this country excited about the opportunity to win gold once again.
Chops down the middle, finds Badio. Unable to convert the three. You can see Senegal just want this game a little bit more. Bit of ghost action. Boissy. Well, he's going to have to ISO because there's no time left. He's done well to get the three-pointer off against Show. Now Hill. He'll pull up from 15. Well, that's usually his bread and butter, but he's unable to get the shooter's roll.
Oh, it's been a struggle for him these past 2 games.
Good defense by Cameroon. Now Hill. He'll fire a three. It's just not going in today. As you said, Coach, it's been a struggle, but they've got to keep battling. Right now, just giving points away, as you can see. Job getting that one to go.
Well, Hill now 6 for 24 in the last 2 games. And you got to wonder if maybe the knees affect him a little bit.
Senegal don't have any fouls to give, so this is good for them. Baye will go to the free throw line. Cameroon haven't committed a single foul here in the second quarter, Coach.
Part of that, though, is just their lack of aggressiveness defensively.
Baye can indeed cut it down to a 23-point deficit, but there is still 12.3 left on the clock for Senegal. Both free throws converted. Lele and Brice Eyega subbing back in.
And they've got that wrong. It should be 12.3 on the game clock. Cameroon, as you mentioned, 4 fouls to give. Let's see if they take them here.
Well, Badio could have taken that three-pointer, but they want to go for the final play. Boissy, well, that's good defense. Not a lot of time left. Show has to pull up, gets it off in time, but it won't go. And the lead now is currently 23 points in favor of the Senegalese Lions, looking to win that 4th bronze medal in the last 5 FIBA AfroBaskets. You can see Abu Baji right next to us, waiting for his teammates to go to the changing room. You can see this team right now really want to win this bronze medal indeed.
Well, it's just been obvious from the start of this game, playing with more intensity, more energy. If you're Cameroon, you just got to find a little life. I thought their bench came in, gave them a little bit of a spark. It's been a real struggle for their starters throughout this game. Something for Coach Aboya to consider at halftime, maybe starting the bench. See if you can send a message to your normal starting group. Try to wake them up a little bit here.
Well, we'll take a look at the highlights here from the second quarter. You can see a combined total of 26 points for both Jean-Jacques Boissy and Branco Badio. And, you know, Tamanang Show was looking like their most aggressive threat offensively, but of course the problem right now, apart from the offense, defensively, Cameroon has been a little bit too, respectfully, I mean this, has been a little bit too soft.
Well, just a lack of energy, and you know, it's understandable. Such a tough, hard-fought battle last night. A quick turnaround here for the first game today, and they just have not been able to really find anything in that first half. You know, but still plenty of time in this game. We've seen it before. They can come out first 4 minutes, you know, maybe extend their pressure, start trapping a little bit, see if they can chip away at this lead and, you know, find a little energy for their group.
Well, that was the play in transition. Because as you mentioned, it is about, you know, pride here. They've got to come out with a little bit different fight. We saw the one timeout from Alfred Aboya just trying to inspire anything in his players, but listen, they've only hit the podium once. That was back in 2007. Basketball fans, it is halftime. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back in just under 13 minutes.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Good anticipation by Balo. And now Giddy can take the lead. Oh my goodness, Diarra. Well, it may be the fourth quarter, but right now, Mali coach. Guess he could have picked up a second foul very quickly. Dodal, Bango. Oh my goodness. Luanda right now erupts into celebration. Childe with the dime. Bango with the Bango connection, coach. Now Libya have numbers. They want to run. Goes in. Big Bruno. Rosa, not at my house. Now they got numbers. Here we go. Oh, baby! Welcome to Luanda. Buonanotte. Good night. Dudal draws a foul somehow, some way. Shilde Dudal now can level things up with 4:30 to go. Sissoko takes the pass, goes in. A beautiful play by Togo.
Togo is really giving them.
Koulibaly spinning. There's a kick out. Diarra, three, corner. Oh my goodness! Mali have set the roof on fire here in the third quarter.
Huge three there from Diarra.
Pump fakes, made his last three, makes another one. Well, and that is a strong way for Mali to end the first half. His second three, and only Mali's third of the game. That's almost Stephen Curry-esque.
Time on the clock, not a shot you want.
Well, there's a lob. Are you kidding me? The king of Angola elevates, connects. What a big time alley-oop by Bruno Fernando. That time Diarra comes over with it. Now Kanute wants to run, throws it up and connects with it. Mid-end. Well, what a alley-oop throw to Aliou Diarra. What a beginning for Mali.
It's been good. You see there the beautiful alley-oop.
Kenny, Valente, baseline. Are you kidding me? Valente just went Angolan Dr. J on Cameroon, coach.
What a finish. They know Missy's lurking around there, and that's one way to make sure your shot isn't blocked.
That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Welcome back, basketball fans. We're live here in Luanda, Angola for the second half of the bronze medal game here in the 2025 FIBA AfroBasket, where currently Senegal lead Cameroon 49-26. Well, we'll take a look at some of the leading scorers in this game, and right now, Jean-Jacques Boissy. The only thing I can say, Coach, he's come ready to play.
Well, he definitely has. We saw it on both ends of the floor. A couple of big steals, diving on the floor for loose balls, and you know, he's had such a great tournament throughout, doing it once again here today.
Well, Boissy right now leading the way, had a very tough game in the semifinals, as did Branco Badio. But so far, both players combining for a total of 26 points, 16 of those coming from Jean-Jacques Boissy.
Well, I love the move from Coach Jop to put both of them in the starting lineup. You know, we've seen what they've done individually. I think when they're on the floor together, such a tough matchup for these teams.
Well, Boissy indeed has everything in the toolkit. Slashing the bucket, mid-range, off the dribble, and even a very good three-point shooter. They lead by 23. Senegal right now looking to win their fourth FIBA AfroBasket bronze medal in the last 5 AfroBaskets. Well, we'll take a look at Cameroon, and you got to ask the question, who is going to step up? Right now, Tamanang show their leading scorer with 8 points. 3 out of 3 from within inside the rainbow, and 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. But you said it, Coach, in the pregame. It might be tougher for them. The very long, grueling match against Angola, being dejected, losing on that final three-point attempt, which sent Gaku to the free throw line for 3 free shots.
Well, definitely tough turnaround for them, but they've got to find some energy somewhere. All the hustle points, I think, speak towards how this game has gone. So fast break points, 10-1, Senegal's favor. Second chance points, 12-2, Senegal. and points off of turnovers 15-5. So if you're Cameroon, I think right now it's just about playing harder. And if you're Coach Aboya, maybe you consider going to your bench right away if the starters come out flat once again.
Well, Senegal in the 2 games, I mean, both games are relatively close, but Senegal, they were always chasing the game against Mali right from the 2nd quarter to the very end. And while the 3-point shooting wasn't connecting, they definitely, as you said, Coach, come out with more energy, more passion, more life. That's why they find themselves up by 23. But, for Cameroon as well, you said it very well, Coach. Still a lot to play for because they've only ever won 1 medal, and that was a silver medal back in 2007 at the AfroBasket, losing to Angola. Because you look at Senegal, of course. For them, it's just adding another trophy to the cabinet, and maybe it's the experience. I mean, what is it, Coach?
Well, I mean, I think it's just the want. So you could see early in this game, both teams kind of feeling their way through, and credit Boissy. He came and I think made a couple of aggressive plays, and then his team started to feed off of that a little bit. For Cameroon, whether it's Jeremiah Hill, Missy, some players just kind of have to step up, really show how important this game is to them, hope that their teammates then follow in their lead.
Well, Cameroon do have 7 steals, but the turnovers has been an issue. They've had some very careless turnovers where they just haven't been able to get back in time. Senegal's done a very good job of converting those turnovers into fast break points, and, well, they've got 2 more quarters to try and turn this around. I think the telling part of this game is the timeout called by head coach Alfred Aboya. We've never seen him be that intense with his players, and for obvious reasons, he's had to be like that for this game.
Well, Coach Aboya trying everything to wake up his group here, but still plenty of time. If he can come out here, start this second half with a little run, see if he can spark some life in his group, there's still enough time to come back and win this game.
Well, the arena will be jam-packed. 7 p.m. local time. Indeed, it will be the final of the 2025 FIBA AfroBasket, as Angola will be looking to win their 12th championship. They are the winningest team in the history, and we've seen some great atmospheres so far, but I imagine tonight is going to be the best of the best, Coach.
Well, it will be electric in this building, and we've seen that a couple of times now. Angola needing every ounce of energy from those crowds. All their games have been so close, going right down to the wire. And last night, no different.
Well, Tamanek Show, usually one of their role players, go-to players, and a very effective one, or glue player, I should say, but right now he's the only spark they've had on offense. Jeremiah Hill has definitely struggled from the 3-point line. Just haven't had enough post isolations for Reed Missy. So you've got 2 quarters to try and turn this around.
Still plenty of time if you're Cameroon. Let's see what kind of adjustments they make here in the second half. We saw a little bit of that 1-3-1 zone. I'd like to see them go to some full court pressure, see if they can start trapping the ball a little bit more, try to force his players there to have to rotate and play hard. Maybe that's going to wake some of these starters up here in the second half.
Players now going to their benches. Desagana Diop of the Senegalese Lions, Alfred Aboy of the Cameroonian Lions, trying to get final words in with their players. Remember, the winner of this game will indeed take on the bronze medal of the AfroBasket.
Branco, you get open. Throw to Branco. Vamos lá, start coming early. When it's 72, eu já bom pass. Ainda se corner do ball. You guys bom pass. You follow with a good screen. Try to turn that corner. Go down here, score on that, right? In the back right there.
And then you hold you. And you roll right here in the middle. Roll straight right. He's using the ball right here. You're going to get the ball. And Fabien is getting the shot right here. This guy's rolling right here, short shot. We're going to that. And this guy's crushing. That's the first play. If it works, we stay with it. If not, you call one of these plays, Fist or Honzel, right? Go, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Be brave, guys. Time to be brave.
Come in.
Well, fans, if you love the AfroBasket, scan the QR code and download Courtside 1891, where you can get all the live streams and extended highlights of FIBA competitions. Well, the FIBA AmeriCup has just commenced in Nicaragua. And of course, the 2025 FIBA AfroBasket will be starting very soon in just a few days' time, and you can watch it all live on Courtside 1891. Cameroon coming back out with very much the same starting lineup for Senegal. Likewise for them. I like what they've done here today, Coach. And again, you mentioned they haven't done it before, and you've wondered why. Boissy and Badio starting, much different.
Well, I like it especially for this game. We knew coming in it would be, in a lot of ways, just a game of effort. You know, putting your two most dynamic players together, I think, sends the right signal to this team how important this game would be. And for Cameroon, looks like Show will get the start ahead of Naras. I noticed Naras had some tape on his hamstring. We'll have to listen right now why we're once again at the scorers table. Well, I think this is that play we saw earlier, the push in the back. They counted that basket, which I don't believe they should have. Maybe going back, and this is what I was saying earlier. I just don't understand why they're looking at this now. They had all of halftime, but maybe this is the pause that Cameroon needs. Try to regroup, come out here and show a little bit more fight.
Because the shot would have to be attempted before any foul is committed, so we'll find out what if Senegal is going to lose 2 points or not. Yeah, so that means Senegal will actually start the second half leading by 21 points only.
Well, a bit of positive here for Cameroon. So, again, there's plenty of time in this game. Just got to come out here with a little spurt, see if you can chip away at this. And a lot of times we're down big at halftime. You talk to your teams about forcing your opponent to call the first timeout. I think that's got to be your goal right now if you're Cameroon, coming out here with a little bit of a run. See if you can pick up your pressure here defensively. And force Senegal to have to call a timeout and regroup.
Senegal getting first play. Bronze medal on the line. Both teams, the Lions of West Africa.
Oh, interesting. 3-2 here defensively.
Show towering for the rebound. This is where you want to build a run very early here in the third. Foul's going to be called against Jean-Jacques Boissy.
I like this first possession here. You saw a good stop defensively and looking to push tempo.
That's going to be Boissy's second personal foul of the game. It was a great matchup for Boissy because he's up against Jeremiah Hill, as mentioned. One of the best backcourt players last season in France.
I think Jacques going to get the primary duties, but certainly opportunities for Boissy as well.
Hill finds Missy. Well, good start for Cameroon.
Oh, nice drop off there, and love to see Jeremiah Hill active here at the start of this half. Looks like they're going back to that 3-2 zone.
Senegal have had their struggles against zone before here in the AfroBasket. Final seconds. Boissy tries to find an opening, bangs it yet again. What can this man not do today, Coach?
Well, you're absolutely right. Tough finish there late in the clock, kind of making something out of nothing.
Hill going for a teardrop. Well, Show now becoming the first Cameroonian player to get into double figures.
It's a nice tip in there from Show, and Cameroon's going to stay in this zone.
Well, we got to try to contain Boissy. He gets a three off. Coach, he's not missing. Boissy is not missing tonight.
Boissy has been just electric in this game so far. You've seen pretty much everything. Doing it from the outside, inside, defensively.
Well, FIBA hasn't made a three, neither has Cameroon. And that goes over the backboard, and it will be an out-of-bounds violation.
I think the first 4 minutes so important. See the tough finish there. Cameroon, it's going to be hard to look up at this scoreboard if you haven't at least made a small dent at the lead and still have the resilience to keep fighting.
Badio bumps, goes in. A little bit of bully basketball this time from Bronco Badio.
You're seeing that backcourt have their way against Cameroon.
They got the first offensive play, but defensively was not allowing too much here for Senegal. Show's got to go quick. It's going to be another turnover. Wasi finds Diop, goes in again. Excellent transition by the Senegalese Lions.
A lot of contact on that finish as well, and it's been such a struggle here. You see the defensive pressure from Senegal.
And Missy this time throws the foul. It's on Ibubaji. So will be 2 free throws coming up for Yves Missy. Even though he wasn't able to connect. Just look how high this man gets up.
Well, and I mean, that's so hard to do athletically. As soon as his feet hit the ground, he's right back up in the air, able to contest. You see there a lot of contact on that finish. No call from the official, but Senegal still out here competing.
Well, you mentioned earlier, Missy had to make those 2 free throws to level things up before Gaku got fouled down the other end with the final seconds. And he's not always the most consistent free throw shooter here at the AfroBasket, but that took some cold nerves to try and, well, composure, I guess, if you're going to be able to do that.
Well, no question, the young player making his debut here at AfroBasket, and 2 huge free throws in that game.
Try to find Baji on the lob. Delivery just not good enough. Can Cameroon try to convert down by 24? Hey, he'll go for a 3. This might be the toughest game for them shooting from the perimeter tonight. Now I wonder if Alfred Aboya is going to go for a challenge.
Well, maybe you need to. You know, nothing's gone your way. You get something to spark a little turnaround. I think he's going to win this one. Seemed pretty obviously off of Jop's hand there.
Well, the officials now will go to the monitors, so we're trying to hear what they have to say about this challenge.
We have a head coach challenge by Team A. We are going to review which team causes the out of bound. Initial decision is green ball. Can you go slow motion, please? Okay, ball is in the air. Touch. Okay, go, go, go. Now slow, frame by frame, frame by frame, frame by frame. Go back, go back, go back. Okay, now, okay. I see green.
Can we go back to the last second where green could possibly touch the ball right there at those fingertips?
Wait, wait, pause
Right
here.
Can we go frame by frame?
Frame by frame. Yeah, I can see the ball going opposite of the white player. And the ball was initially in the hands of the green player, right?
The ball going opposite of the white. I see white player touching the ball, and I see potentially green right at the end at the last second.
Yeah, way
Right
better.
there.
Way better. Okay, let's go. Frame by frame, just
Back-
frame by frame.
Back to the point where the
Here.
last player touches the ball.
White, white, green. Go, go, frame by frame. Green, green. No more touch. Ball goes out of bounds. I got last touch on green, 77. Do you confirm?
One more time. Yeah, I confirm. We're good to go. Last touch by green, 77. Calls over, return, white ball.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
After the review, initial decision is reversed. Ball, white ball.
White!
Successful head coach's
It's
challenge
really,
by
really
Alfred
close.
Aboya.
It's really, really close, okay?
But you always have to double check just to always be certain.
Well, if you're Cameroon, you're just looking for anything to inspire you. Maybe this coach's challenge could be that.
Teva goes for a quick 3. Again, it's just way too short. The foul's going to be called against Jordan Bae.
Coach Aboya, again, your starters have just been so flat in this game. Understandably, coming off of that tough loss, maybe you need to go to your bench here, see if they can show a little life.
Baji now finding Badio. It kicks out. Chop goes down the middle. Finds Fade. Nice block by Missy. And now can Cameroon run? Missy down the middle. That's the table, but Bae tries to go with the Euro step. Missy wants to ISO. Twisting. It's good defense by Baji. But Bae will fire a three. And that indeed the first three of the game for Cameroon.
Well, it was great defense from Baji, staying down, taking away that right hand of Missy, somehow able to find the kick out, and Bae knocking down an important three for Cameroon.
Well, Faye tries to fire a three. Cameroon, can they build some confidence? Hill waiting for that. Oh no, he's trying to go for a clear out here against Jean-Jacques Boissy. A bit of a ghost action from Bae. Hill puts up a three. Again, that's what he goes to, Coach, but it just won't go today.
Well, it's been a struggle the last two games, and you got to credit him for even playing. I thought potentially maybe would sit this one out, had the knee injury earlier in this tournament, but he's out here and playing big minutes.
I don't think I've seen Baji take a 15-foot jump shot here in the AfroBasket, Coach.
Well, that just tells you how this game is going if you're Cameroon.
Another foul committed. That's going to be the second team foul against Cameroon. Cameroon getting ready to make a change. Mute will come back in, but he's had 2 blocks so far this evening. There's one of them that was just recently here in the third quarter. And that's only their first triple tonight. Badio, crossover, step back. That would have been big. That was a killer crossover by Badio.
We've seen Boissy and Badio putting on a dribble display.
Well, Missy now going for 3. Now he has taken a few times here in the AfroBasket, but as you mentioned, just trying to find anything that will go for them. Boissy. Been on fire so far tonight. Finally maybe just cooling down, but I think, oh no, no foul given. I thought they were going to call the foul potentially against Faye, but that will remain Senegal ball under the baseline.
Yeah, it looked like there was a lot of contact there.
Badio catch and shoot, and now it's free for all. Senegal right now, Coach, they're cooking. They're cruising to the bronze medal.
Well, you can see what that tandem of Boissy and Badio able to do. Nice follow there from Missy.
Missy just able to go in for the follow-up. Cutting it down indeed to a 24-point deficit. Badio, Boissy, time, space, 3, fires out. Wow, wow, baby! Well, he was just able to find a block. Mutse's attempted one. You kind of just feel for these Cameroonian players. Mutse just able to put a hand to prevent Job having a seal-off inside the paints.
Nice job there from Mateba. You can see the great kick out here from Badio. When those two are on the floor together, as good as any backcourt in this tournament.
Well, a timeout is going to be called. We'll head down to the benches to find out what the coaches have to say to their players very soon.
You see Hashim Thabit in the house.
All kinds of BS shot. And we work on it this morning. We said whoever's got in the ball, we going and we going there. We forgot. We forgot. All right? So every inbound, this is what we do. Same here. Whoever comes, you get it, the other guy gets his miss.
Number 77. He dove to the basket. He was in front of FIBA. I had to go before he gets a layup.
All right, yeah, offensively, we need to count zone. Let's go now, right? Step up screen. So you just run here, everybody's here.
Well, terrific performance tonight from Jean-Jacques Boissy. 24 points. He has simply set the tone. He's exemplified the true meaning of wow, wow, because his game has been wow tonight, Coach.
Well, you see these two guards finally getting a start together and what they're able of doing. Baji knocking down the tough shot, but it's just such a hard cover. You know, one of these guys with the ball in their hands, so dynamic. You know, one of them's going to have a favorable matchup. Just let him be the primary. The other can play off the ball. And you're seeing it on display here tonight.
27-point lead currently. Baji just having to help get the ball inbound. Good hands by Hill, but Badio gets it back. Poor pass from Ebois. Badio can make it 30. Raining threes now from the Senegalese lines.
Oh, both these guards on fire right now from the perimeter.
Hill goes in for a floater. That time avoids the block, and he's able to kiss off the glass.
And finally for Jeremiah Hill, it's been a frustrating game so far. Just 3 for 12 from the floor, 0 for 4 from 3. You know he's definitely capable of better, but I'm just impressed he's on the court. Had that scary knee injury earlier in this tournament. Badio hitting the big 3 there.
Only Bronco Badio, Jean-Jacques Boissy in double figures. Badio's got 18, now can have 21. And that's just hustle, heart, and desire. Anybody could have got a finger to it. 30-point lead here to Senegal. 15 points coming from Senegal's bench. He got a finger to it in the end.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I mean, 3 guys from Cameroon around there. Baji's able to get the tip, but that's just exemplified how this game has been for Cameroon.
Hill finds Moutet. Senegal chasing everything. Missy wants to go right at Baji. That's the aggression he needs.
Well, we've seen that from him in this tournament. When he gets to that right hand, really efficient scorer off the dribble.
Well, you got over 2 minutes. Try to chip it down as much, but you cannot turn the ball over like this. Numbers. Boissy, no-look diamond in the end, a two-handed rim rocker.
Oh, Boissy doing it on both ends. You saw him sprinting back, stealing that pass in transition, then dribbling the entire court, finding the nice drop-off there at the end.
Well, a technical foul, I think, is going to be given to Jeremiah Hill. He made that little penetration, one-legged floater, and I think he felt there was a bit of contact, but so it's going to be one free throw coming up to Senegal, leading by 28.
You can just see the frustration there for Jeremiah Hill. It's been a struggle for him these last 2 games, but he thinks he's taking a foul there, trying to stop the fast break.
I'm not sure what let's listen to what the officials are just having a review about.
So we are going to review if on the last shot there is any act of violence act. Can you go back? Can you go back, please? Go back. Here. Okay, slow motion. Just slow motion. Go, slow motion. So he got the ball. Defensive is going behind him. Okay. I can see any grab, okay? And then shot was released. Do you confirm?
I confirm. So we have a technical foul on 68.
Technical foul.
After the play, we're going to have one shot coming back and go back on the end on the green ball.
Yeah,
right?
green ball, baseline. 24 seconds. After the review, the contact did not meet the criteria of act of violence. Okay? Made basket, shooting one, and we'll go back green ball. No, we checked.
I think just as he came off the screen, coach, but you see this all the time from players, Job. Maybe there's a little hand check, not a deliberate one, but it's not enough to justify a foul. But, well, either way, 28-point lead still here to Senegal.
Well, surprising review. Jeremiah Hill somehow convincing the officials there's potentially an act of violence on that play. We didn't even see a foul there.
Job to run the foul against Moutet. That's going to be Cameroon's final foul to give away here in the third quarter. 1:47 left. I think Moutet was in the mood to try and take a charge.
Well, and I've been so impressed with Jop in this tournament. He's taken on the assignment, defending the opponent's best player every game. And plays with such tremendous energy. Out here right now, still battling.
Well, good interception by Hill. Somebody's got a rung here with Show. Getting almost caught in that double team. Hill, there's a lob, and Bois just unable to connect. Well, Baji tried to throw an Irvin Johnson pass in transition, but they were trying to say kick out to the corner. But Senegal do get it back at 1:21. Another three from Boissy. And another offensive rebound for the Lions. Job now, why not? And he makes it.
Well, just everything going Senegal's way. You just see the effort on the offensive boards.
That seems to be the only thing clicking right now for Cameroon is Jeremiah Hill getting inside the paint. 11 points so far. Faye goes in, and just where was the help side defense? Coach, it kind of feels like Cameroon may have just thrown the towel in.
Well, you just haven't really seen a lot of effort from them in this game. You gotta wonder how much longer you keep Jeremiah Hill on the floor. Came back from that tough knee injury. He's logged some big minutes here in this game. Played a lot of minutes last night as well.
Well, there you can see that's only the second three-pointer tonight for Cameroon. 2 out of 18. But it really has been down to the effort. Senegal converted 10 out of 27. Because out of their 36 rebounds, 13 of them have been offensive. Badio off balance, goes for another one. Well, finds Baji. Baji! And he puts Show on a poster. Wow, wow, baby. Well, that is the wow, wow factor. And that's unfair because he wasn't expecting to get the ball, coach. It just magically appeared to him through a 50-50 challenge.
Well, if you're Show, you know, I appreciate his effort, just kind of caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. You see Baji, so tall and explosive, and probably had an and one there.
Well, that is the end of the third quarter. Senegal leading by 30 points. Right now, it's been just the Senegalese Lions, you know, hot, desire, the hunger to win a 4th bronze medal in 5 FIBA AfroBasket championships. You can see Senegal completely out-rebounding Cameroon by 15. They do have 4 more assists, and shots haven't been converted by Cameroon, coach, but there's more to this story than that. Right now, they just haven't come ready.
Well, it's just been a struggle for them. You know, such a tough loss they had last night against Angola. Felt that they probably had that game under control, and you can understand this quick turnaround for them would be difficult. If you're Coach Aboya, though, still an opportunity, I feel, to get some valuable minutes to your young players. You know, it'd be interesting to see Seni, the rising star, played in the under-19 World Championships, averaged 15 rebounds a game there. And sometimes just these little moments now can pay dividends down the road. You know, I think also Jeremiah Hill, although, you know, did find a little bit of rhythm at the end of that quarter. He's just done so much for you in this tournament, battling through that knee injury. You might want to think about sitting him down for the remainder of this game.
Scan that QR code and download Courtside 1891, where you can watch all the very best live streams and extended highlights of FIBA competitions. And also, as we've just begun the 2025 FIBA AmeriCup, as well as the 2025 FIBA EuroBasket, download Courtside 1891. Final 10 minutes. Well, if they ought to make a comeback, it would probably be one of the greatest in the history of international hoops, let alone the AfroBasket. Baye now looking to attack. Draws a foul against Ibrahima Diallo, so Cameroon will get 2 free throws to begin the 4th and final quarter.
Oh, nice take there. Aggressively going with that left hand, and Baye, he's still trying to fight. Just see if he gets some full court pressure. I'm surprised we haven't seen that from Cameroon in this game. Some of the half-court zone. If you're going to try to chip away at this lead, you're going to have to force some turnovers.
Making both free throws, cutting it down to 28. Baye 100% tonight here from the charity stripe. This double team coming over. Boissy still remains on the floor. He's got 24 tonight. Finds Silla. Time winding down. Boissy, catch, shoot. With Cameroon, you want to run. Try to get as many quick points in transition to begin the 4th quarter. Show attacks. Ateba hesitates, wide open. Coach, you find sometimes when players hesitate, it just puts them out of rhythm for that 3-point shot?
You know, absolutely. Surprised. Ateba usually locked and loaded, ready to fire. Actually, a really nice possession there. You saw the drive and kick, extra pass, and Ateba just not ready for it.
Well, Boissy, 24 points now, make it 27 for Jean-Jacques Boissy.
Well, if you're Cameroon, you're going to have to take some chances. You saw the trap there, but nobody rotating for them. Boissy wide open.
Well, Baye's made 1 3. That's his 2nd, and only Cameroon's 3rd. Now becoming their leading scorer. Boissy. Well, had a wide open Diallo. The foul is going to be committed by Baye. That's going to be a 2nd personal. And actually, Coach, interestingly, he's the first Cameroonian player to pick up 2 fouls.
Well, like you said, there hasn't been a lot of fouls on Cameroon, but I think a lot of that's just been from their defensive effort. We're seeing them trap now, but 3 quarters, not a whole lot of ball pressure and intensity from them.
Show fakes a handoff, doesn't usually take many threes. Almost got that one to drop. Boissy's got 27. Just lost control. Hill has it. Has Baye. Good hands by Boissy. But it's going to be Cameroon ball. Still on the baseline. Almost 2 minutes played here in the 4th and final quarter. I can't imagine we're going to see that man come back into the game, Coach Eve Missy.
I would imagine not. I'm surprised Jeremiah Hill's still on the floor as well. And Boissy, again, you see those quick hands sprinting back there, knocking it out of Jeremiah Hill's.
Well, that's going to be a 2-pointer. Taba's quick release. Just hasn't been his flow, his rhythm this evening. This is much better by Cameroon. Actually kind of felt they had this intensity at the beginning of the game. This could have been a very different outcome. Hill running circles, but now got it by Ibrahima Diallo. There's a post entry. Baye spins, goes in, and he throws it down with 2 hands.
Nice spin move there from Baye. Seeing some fight now from Cameroon. Just a little bit too late in this game here, but I like that they're going to the traps, not giving up yet. Trying to make this a competitive game here.
And you can see Alfred Aboya just still trying to motivate his players. And this is what we call playing for pride. Job just coming back into lineup. And already, the fact that you've had to force Senegal to make some changes just tells you, because Badio as well has come back in the lineup. Hill. Nice dish shot. He draws the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Beautiful pass there from Hill, and you see him still attacking in this game.
I tell you what, he's a warrior, both players. Yeager for taking the bump, but Jeremiah Hill, as you mentioned, because we keep talking about that game against Nigeria. We thought he was done. Everybody thought he was done. The coach thought he was done. Aboya said he's not playing, but he defied everybody.
Well, we really did. That knee injury did not look good, and we saw him warming up. 2 games later, I think both of us really surprised, leading his team to an emotional win there. And you see him out on this court now, you know how much it means to him. Still out here competing.
It's now a 23-point deficit. So Senegal don't want to get sloppy. They want to finish on a high note as well. Wasi down the middle. No foul. Definitely a foul, but another delayed call.
Definitely contact there. A little bit of a late whistle, but the right whistle. See Blasi attacking, going right into the body. So Yeager not being vertical there. He's just going to jump straight up to avoid the contact.
Because he's been a regular face, not only for the AfroBasket, still a young player, but also the BAL. Starting at the beginning of the road to the BAL, the qualification route with Urunani in Burundi, and finishing in Kigali, Rwanda. Hill did magnificently to still keep it in his hands. Mateba, a little too short. Notice the fight. Mute goes in, can't finish. Goes out of bounds. Well, you know what, Coach? Frustrating, but at least they're fighting. That's the key thing.
Well, I agree. You know, we haven't really seen this kind of competitive spirit from them in this game prior to now. So,
well, here we go. Sorry to cut you off there, Coach, but it was going to be wow moments.
Yeah, you thought maybe it would be. You know, things just really not going their way. You saw that previous play for Cameroon, 4 point-blank shots, all of them missed.
Well, Boissy wants 30 points, and he'll get it. Indeed, Jean-Jacques Boissy will get 32 for that matter. Clearly an MVP performance.
Well, he has been incredible, not only in this game, but in this tournament. That backcourt duo, as good as any we've seen here at AfroBasket.
Senegal just passing out of the pressure. Over 4 minutes played here. Baji still has it. Boissy has confidence. Boissy bumps, but this time gets blocked. Nobody running with Mute other than Yeager. Baye again goes for it. You feel the dejection there from the offense. Boissy, there it comes, here we go. Well, Boissy went for the lob, but almost scored.
And the way his night's been going, surprised that didn't go in.
Ute, another three. Now it's just becoming a scramble. The foul's going to be committed, and that's going to be against Mute. Because I just wonder, Boissy tried to go for the lob, but it did go in. Does he get the assist and the bucket probably, or just the bucket?
Yeah, I think just a bucket, but just everything has gone his way in this game. Gotta wonder how much longer Coach Jop goes with his starters here. It's been a tremendous game, not only for the guards, but their team overall. I think they came out with the right competitive spirit. You saw them fighting early on, building this big lead, and you can see this game was important to them.
Sideline possession is Senegal. 5:08 to go. 5:08 again, away from getting a 4th bronze medal in the last 5 AfroBaskets. Silla hasn't made a 3 tonight. Not going to get this one. It's now Hill again, getting up to 15. Tuck that one neatly away. Jeremiah Hill currently low scoring for his standards, but he'll take anything here at the moment.
And he's finally found a little bit of rhythm here in this 4th quarter. Gotta wonder how much longer he's gonna be on the floor.
Well, Bossy now extending to 34 points. And he's putting on a clinic tonight, Coach.
He absolutely is. You see him score in so many different ways.
Foul has been committed. And that's gonna be Bossy's 3rd foul, which will send Jeremiah Hill to the free throw line for 3 free shots. Well, Missy's coming back in, Coach.
Surprised to see that. It shows you how much it means to this young player.
Well, Hill can go up to 16 if he converts all of these free throws. Would be joint leading scorer along with Baye. Actually, Baye has 18, excuse me, so he would actually be the 2nd leading scorer. Because I don't think they're going to get anywhere near Jean-Jacques Boissy's production tonight.
He's been incredible in this game, and you just thought when Senegal started the 2 guards together that one of them for sure was going to have a big game. I think both of them really, Badio a little bit quieter, but a really efficient 18 points for him as well. And such a dynamic backcourt that we'll be seeing for years to come for Senegal.
Well, good interception by Mute. Hill. Another kick out. Ateba wasn't ready for it, but he's able to save that by throwing it off Omar Silla. So it will be Cameroon ball.
When you see Bossy sprinting back there, contesting Hill at the rim, still playing hard out here.
Missy trying to go in. Silla just coming in for the rebound. Bossy has 34. 50-50, just finding Maktar Gay. Maktar Gay just losing control of it. That will remain Senegal ball with 7 here on the shot clock. That's Bronco Badio's night done, I believe. Getting a hug from his head coach, Desagana Diop. Bossy. Well, time, space, another 3. Incredible, coach. Wow, wow, from Jean-Jacques Boissy.
Oh, he has been unbelievable. You see Hill gambling there for the steal. Leaves Boissy with just a simple walk-up 3, and he has made everything tonight. 7 for 14 from 3. You gotta wonder if maybe Coach Jop leaving him in to see if he can get 40 here. But not much else reason to have him in this game right now.
Well, you're absolutely right. I mean, they're very much on their way to winning that bronze medal yet again, but the only risk by leaving him in, the potential of getting an injury, because once you're done here, it depends where he's going to sign next season. Because remember, these 2 teams, they'll be ready, well, they have to get ready for the 2027 FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers that will begin in November. So last thing you want to see is an injury, but hey, why not? Get to 40. Set a landmark.
Well, he's been playing with a lot of confidence. You saw it in the BAL, leading Ali Tripoli to the championship there. And when he came into this tournament, you could just see from their first game in group play, really a different player. And that's, I think but what's been so great about the BAL, giving these players, especially young players, another big stage to perform on. You know, previously it's really the international games where you could gain that experience, but now, you know, more and more of them having played, you know, in front of big crowds with a lot riding on it, and you just see what it's done for the development of these young players here on the continent.
3:29. Jeremiah Hill was now out of the game. Show back in. So young Seni coming into the lineup here. The young player you mentioned, featured at the Under-19 World Cup in Switzerland. As a three gets knocked down by Abois. A 24-point lead still to Senegal. Mactagay, foul's gonna be given. So 2 free throws coming up here for Mactagay.
You can see the young 18-year-old. Clearly a foul on him, but getting valuable minutes here at this AfroBasket tournament. And a really nice performance at the Under-19 World Championships. Averaged 15 rebounds per game for that Cameroonian team. And obviously he's going to be a big part of this national team as he moves forward in his career.
Because it was that game against France in Geneva when they played at the Under-19 where you kind of felt in the first half Cameroon's young talent were proven to be very elite, but unfortunately unable to come up with a victory. Good defense by Boissy. 37 points. Now could go for 40. Well, he wants it, doesn't he, Coach? Doesn't want only the bronze medal. He wants the big 4-0.
Well, he clearly does.
And Bois goes in, dunks it.
You saw the great defensive play there, and I wasn't surprised to see him pulling up from 3.
Well, it goes again. Well, the bank is open, and he checked out 40 points.
He's probably going to take a foul. His night will be done. Probably didn't think he'd be banking a 3 in for 40, but.
Oh, you don't think he called it?
Well, why not? He's done everything in this game, so an impressive performance from that young player.
Huge. 40 points for Jean-Jacques Boissy. Now Lele will go for a 3, and that hits everything but the rim. Just everything has just been a huge struggle. It's now Mactagay, but I think they're going to call an offensive foul against Ibrahima Diallo.
Refs here just trying to keep everything clean for this last 2 minutes.
Well, it's going to be a tough final minute, 40 seconds to go here for Cameroon. It's been like this since the first quarter. Lele finds Mute. Nice attack goes to Mute. Trying to take a body with him. The foul is going to be called against Tamanak Show. So indeed, another trip to the free throw line. And you know, you got to feel for Cameroon, Coach. Even yesterday, those free throws made by Missy, they led for the majority of the game against Angola. And unfortunately, the foul committed on Gaku's three-pointer that sent him to the free throw line. And even though he converted only the second one, it was enough in the end.
Well, I'm sure a really tough way to lose that game, and you could just see how dispirited they were coming in here. Also a quick turnaround playing the second game. Now you're the first game here today, and just really were unable to find any life as a team in this game.
Well, now we're under 90 seconds to go here in the fourth and final quarter. Show. Nowhere to go here at the moment. It just has to be all about pride. Mute hasn't made a 3 tonight, still struggling from downtown. Senegal just passing the ball around. Silla's left wide open. Got to take this, surely. And now you just feel the energy. Of course, it's going to be jovial spirits from Senegal when they do win this game, but you kind of feel like both teams just want the clock to wind down, but it's going to be another bronze medal for the Senegalese Lions. Lele going in. Well, Diallo finds Diallo, and that's what I call the Diallo combo. Babacar fighting Ibrahima Diallo.
Well, nice job of running the floor there from Ibrahima, and Senegal still playing hard here.
Sani coming up with the offensive board. He goes for another three. This time he's able to convert this one. And there you have it. I can't imagine Senegal. And you can see Desagana Diop telling his players, instructing them, don't shoot the ball. Well, Coach, we've seen both of these two teams from the very beginning in the group stage to the road to qualification to the quarterfinals. But in the end, Senegal win their 4th FIBA AfroBasket bronze medal. Wow, wow, baby. Congratulations, Senegal, the 2025 FIBA AfroBasket bronze medalists. It just was one-sided right from the beginning to the end, Coach.
Well, I really like the decision from Coach Job going with Badio and Boissy together in that backcourt. I think signaling to his team how important this game was going to be, and they responded. You know, Boissy, obviously tremendous game, 40 points, and 27 shots, but I thought Badio also really solid, 18 points, 6 for 12 from the floor, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and you just see how good that guard tandem can be for them, and both of them young players, so it's a backcourt tandem that Africa's going to have to contend with for many more years to come here.
Well, Jean-Jacques Boissy was 5 rebounds, 3 assists away from a potential triple-double. He also had 3 steals, but 40 points. What a landmark for that young man. It's something for him to build on his career, along with winning the bronze medal here at the AfroBasket with his national team.
Well, absolutely. Tremendous performance, and for him, tasted success at the BAL, and you see him here performing at such a high level. You just have to wonder what this team's going to look like moving forward. World Cup qualifiers coming up next, and you expect that backcourt to lead the way for them as they try to qualify for the World Cup.
Well, as you mentioned, the road to Doha, Qatar for the 2027 FIBA Basketball World Cup is going to be next up for the bronze medalists and 4th place finishers, Cameroon. But now they can celebrate with their fans. They indeed, for a 4th time in 5 FIBA AfroBaskets, consecutive AfroBaskets, win the bronze medal. At some point, we've got to figure out how to get to the finals, Coach.
Well, that's certainly the next step for this national team. And, you thought maybe this was the year, especially after their first game in group play. It looked so dominant, but it was not easy. Egypt obviously with the big win, Mali almost pulling it out in group play, and coming back in the semifinals, possibly an upset, but I think a lot of people knew that was going to be a tough game. So there's no easy road to a championship here in AfroBasket.
Well, we'll take a look at the highlights here from this game. As the arena slowly filling up with both Angolan and Mali fans. The atmosphere is going to be electrifying for the final. But I think it's going to be a talking point. Jean-Jacques Boissy was simply cooking tonight, Coach.
Well, he definitely was. And you see one of the few highlights here from Bailly, and it just really was a struggle for Cameroon. You see Boissy here just doing it all. Fishing from the perimeter, 8 for 16 from 3, but also able to get downhill. You saw him creating for teammates as well. Just kind of had everything going tonight.
Well, his 3-point shooting was spectacular. It finished with a bank 3-pointer that put him to 40 points. Well, who knows where he'll end up next season. He's that kind of player. No doubt he's going to be on a lot of teams' radars all across the world. And now he can just maybe celebrate a final night here in Angola, knowing they've won a bronze medal. Well, a big win for Senegal. Ibou Badji was excellent throughout the AfroBasket, even after Gora Camara went down with an injury. Hearts broken against Mali, but they'll leave with something beautiful. One final game left. Coach, it all began on game day 1. Now we're here, Angola, your former team, the hosts, against Mali, their first ever final. Are you nervous? Are you excited?
Well, we know it's going to be a great game. We know this crowd's going to be electric. And if you're Mali, what a tremendous opportunity. These young players on the biggest stage here. So I think everybody has kind of been counting them out throughout this tournament. They found a way to win, and let's see if they can do it one more time tonight.
Well, fans, the game tips off 7 p.m. local time. Both myself and Coach Will Voigt will be here. We'll see you for the final of the 2025 FIBA AfroBasket.